It's time for you guys to wake up and realize your sexual value. Guys, you have to understand that women want real men more than ever. No matter what you hear, women got all these toys and stuff they can play with, but I'm talking about your sexual value is way higher than you think, and I'm going to show you proof and explain and some stories, some situations that I've had just this year that proves what I'm talking about, guys. These women do want real interactions with men, no matter what they say. It doesn't matter if they're independent, they got their own house, they live on their own, all of that stuff. It doesn't matter. Yes, body game's gonna help. Having a great looking body, they all love touching on your abs if you got them, or your good chest, you bulky. They love all of that stuff, no matter what you hear, guys. And I've got proof, I've got results. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get into some stories and prove to you that your sexual value is higher than what you think. And as you get this mind shift, as you shift your mind towards the truth, it's gonna help you a lot more when it comes to dealing with just if you're with one woman, or if you got ideas about being with multiple, you want to be with multiple, that's fine. But whether you want to be with one or a lot, or you are in a relationship with one, you got to understand your value, and that's going to help shift the dynamic of the relationship in a positive way, and for your benefit also. Now let's get into, we're going to recap a story. Y'all might have remembered from one of my videos that went a little viral for my channel a few months ago was the one where I said a one-night stand is the most dangerous thing you can have. And if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it. A lot of people enjoyed it. But another point from that whole story where I had that one-night stand was that the woman basically used me for sex because she needed to be with a man so bad she gave in. Women are trying to not give in. They're trying to pleasure themselves and play with themselves until they're numb, and it doesn't work long term. Eventually they're going to want a man. So that woman, if you go back and listen to the story, the end result was she actually ended up using me just so that she could have somebody to sleep with. And more women are doing this nowadays. A lot of this has to do with feminism changing the social perspective of women, where they just want to be a little bit more liberated and do whatever they want to do. All right, and it's working out for some guys depending on what you're looking for. Go back and look at that video after this one is over. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about in that story. The most dangerous thing you could do is have a one-night stand. That woman basically she kind of admitted to using me to sleep with me, even though I'm doing all the work, which is another point I'm going to talk about. So then we got a story here that actually is a recap from another video as well, and this one's going to have a little bit of screenshots on what this woman is like after the situation that you saw in the video. So there was one video where I made about a woman that says she only dates women. She's only in relationships with women. She's never been with a man, and she wanted to try out a man. If you don't remember that video, go back and you should be able to find it based on the title. I can't remember what I exactly titled it, but that woman that only dates women, remember, we did get to the business eventually. And fast forward to end result, what happened after that, she continued to hit me up, and she continued to ask if I could see her again. Although in the video I showed the screenshots that she said this is only a one-time thing. So after getting these text messages, I'm going to show you here on screen, she's basically asking me to sleep with her again. And this is a complete mind shift, because guys, I know some of your experiences may be a little bit different, where you're kind of thinking of it the other way around, where you feel like you have to go after these women and hunt them down so that you can get to it. Part of that is true, but there's also another side of it that if you get better and you learn how to make everything a pleasurable experience, there's another side where you will get text messages like this, where they're asking you, can you come do this again for me? I remember when I finished my first time with that person, that girl we're talking about from the other video, she literally thanked me before she left. Like I was just like it was just some service to her. She said thank you. She said the full sense, thank you for effing me, and put on her clothes and left me there. Different concept, guys. These women are a little bit different nowadays than what they used to be. They are saying thank you. I'm going to show you another screenshot of another woman that I have dealt with in the past and even this year also. She basically set up a situation where she just said straight up that there may be times where she might want to call me and just not say use me. She didn't say that exactly at the time, but she said there may be times where she'll call me and she might need a little bit of service. So this woman, this is a screenshot from when I was dealing with her. This specific woman here, where I asked if she needed some more D, and she said always. Now, fast forward to what happened in one of our last encounters is this woman also is so shocking, even though it's not. I don't know why it's shocking, even though I've experienced it more than once. As we got done, and she got her O off, she got off of the top of me and then said, thank you for letting me use your body. That's what she said, because she was able to reach that peak that they're looking to get from a real man, a real experience with a guy, not with a toy or with themselves. This is what they really want. They really want a guy that can make them feel dominated, make them feel, I don't know how to explain it, guys. You've heard of this stuff before. I'm not telling you nothing really new, except showing you proof that women really want this. They want a guy to really take over in bed and then also get them to that peak. And these are not women I'm in a relationship with at any of these times. I'm not in a relationship with any of these women. They are just happy to be using me, from what it seems. Although I don't believe anyone's getting used. If two people get something out of it, is literally just it's a sort of transaction, you see. But this is how valuable a man is to them sexually, is that even in these situations, they perceive it as they're using me. And that also goes to show you that women, they really like situations where they feel like they're getting more out of it than you. When they feel like they've got the upper hand, like when they feel like they're coming out the winner over the other way around. Like just recently, even a woman that I've been talking to for a while, she told me one thing that she likes about me is that she does not feel like she's being used for sex. She feels like she almost wants it more than I do. And she said that's a good change of pace, because usually guys that she's been with before, it seems like the guy's trying to sleep with her so much that she thinks she's an object. That's what she says. She says she does not feel like she's an object when she's with me. She feels like she almost wants it just a little bit more, but she's not concerned about it because she always gets it when she wants it, and it gets enough of it usually. So this lets you know, guys, full proof. These women do value the affection. Yes, they want your time, they want your affection, they want the vitamin D. They want all of it. Yes, I know. And some of it is hard to give up your time and all that stuff. But I'm letting you know, you're more valuable than you think. Don't let them try to play you and make you think differently. Now, you do have to perform when you get into the position, or else you're not going to get callbacks. I don't get callbacks and stuff with every woman I've ever dealt with. I have not always gave great performances. I've had women tell me, oh, you must have been tired this night, or this wasn't like the last time. I've literally had women say that before. So it's gone both ways, but also I use that as a challenge to make sure I improve. I figure out, well, what was it that was lackluster for you? But even that same woman, one woman I've been dealing with for a while, even her, definitely during the beginning of the first few times that we've been together, afterwards, when we're just roll over and we're just talking for just a little bit after we're in the aftercare situation, she literally said thank you. She said, "Thank you for sleeping with me, like effing me." That's what she said. She said the exact same words as the other girl. And I just took it into my head and just I'm processing it all because this hasn't happened most of my life. I'll be honest, but it has happened multiple times within just this year, which is the reason why I'm bringing this to you guys' attention so that way you can understand the same thing I'm understanding is that we have a lot more value in bed than we think. Even though women will try to make you feel bad for wanting sex, even though it's just a natural feeling that you're all going to have. Women have it too. The key is, though, you do have to, it helps if they feel like they're just a little bit more than sex to you, or if you show some effort in trying to make sure they get something out of it. So learning how to last longer, or going multiple rounds, those things are going to help you guys. And I know some people do honey packs and things like that to keep them going. I've never tried any of those things. I just go in how I am and come out on the side looking good occasionally. Not all times I do well, but it's just a performance. That main chick that I've been messing with, she literally told me the other day, well, multiple occasions, she says, well, you do all the work. So she said, that's why I'm thanking you, because I asked her why she thanked me. She said, well, you're the one doing all the work. She said, I barely do anything. That woman's very straightforward and upfront. She's smart. She understands that. She understands that I'm putting all the work in because the experience, guys, is not going to go well if you are not good. Most women, have you ever been with a woman and then just realized that they're not good, but you still felt good with it? Like, it still felt good. It never, I can't even think of a moment. You guys maybe can. I cannot think of a moment where I just hated the feeling of being inside. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way you ever felt that unless you were just completely turned off by the woman or something. But it's never felt bad. That's all I'm going to say. Once you got to where you need to get to, it never felt bad. But with women, it can easily feel that way if the man's not on point. And that lets you know that the man has to be the one that performs. He has to be great. He has to last until she gets some type of pleasure. You got to be the one to do the positions and take charge and all this stuff. You're in the driver's seat most of the time for the interaction to go well. Not really her. She can do some stuff that can help, yes, but it's mostly on the guy. So that's why if you lead those situations like that, you're going to come out where they're going to feel the same way. They're going to say, wow, thank you for putting me through that experience. Because where else can they get it? They can't get a really good experience with just any random guy. And you got to keep that in mind. You are there to deliver an experience if you want. Sometimes, guys, you may not be wanting to do that. But I will say it does give you repeat customers, even if it's, especially if it's going to be your girlfriend or your wife, you might as well. You want them to be a repeat customer because you don't want to end up in a situation where you can't get any because she's not enjoying it. That's the whole key. You want the woman to enjoy it actually just a little bit more than you because then she's going to be wanting to get it from you. She's going to be trying to initiate and you just have to deliver. You know what I'm saying? And this is what guys really want. They don't want to have to continuously keep working for it. That's why we are hunters, but we don't want to have to hunt for it every single time. So pay attention to this, guys. You do want to keep in mind you're the performer. You got to deliver. And if you do, you will get messages like this from just your one person that you're with, or if depending on whatever situations you got out there, this stuff will happen to you. It will. You are way more valuable in the bed than they make you seem like it, and that is it.